Ever wondered why some men seem to have a magic touch with women while others struggle? It's a question that has echoed through the minds of many. The secret? Confidence. Yes, confidence, that elusive trait that seems to come naturally to some, while remaining a mystery to others. The importance of self-confidence in attracting women can't be overstated. Confidence is like a magnet. It draws people in. It's attractive, plain and simple. When a man exudes confidence, he sends a clear message: I believe in myself. And that's something women find irresistibly appealing. But let's address the elephant in the room. It's not uncommon for men to feel a wave of fear and insecurity when approaching women. Thoughts like, what if she rejects me? Or, what if I say something stupid? Can flood the mind, causing a paralysis of sorts. This fear, my friends, is natural. It's part of being human. We all fear rejection and embarrassment to some degree. But here's the good news: confidence is not an innate trait. It's not like your eye color or height, which are determined by genetics. Confidence can be built and developed, much like a muscle. So, if you're someone who's always struggled with self-confidence, take heart. You're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. Think of confidence as a journey, not a destination. It's a process of learning to believe in yourself, to trust in your abilities, and to embrace your unique qualities. And yes, it takes time. But it's time well spent. Because the more confident you become, the more attractive you'll be to women. So, let's embark on this journey together. Let's unravel the mysteries of self-confidence and learn how to build it. Let's break down the barriers of fear and insecurity that hold so many men back. Because, at the end of the day, attracting women is not about being the most handsome or the richest guy in the room. It's about being the most confident. Remember, confidence is not something you are born with, it's something you build. Have you ever asked yourself, what do women really want? It's a question that has baffled the greatest minds for centuries, and we're here to unravel this mystery. Let's start by debunking some common misconceptions about what women find attractive. Contrary to popular belief, it's not all about chiseled abs, towering height, or a bank account that rivals Scrooge McDuck's. Sure, these things might catch the eye initially, but they aren't the be-all and end-all of attraction. Women, like all humans, crave connection. They are drawn to qualities that foster a deep and meaningful bond. Respect, for instance, is a massive turn-on. A man who respects a woman, values her opinions, and treats her as an equal is incredibly attractive. It shows that he sees her as a person, not just an object of desire. Next up, empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another, and it's a quality that's often overlooked. Women are drawn to men who are empathetic, who can comfort them when they're down, celebrate with them when they're up, and just be there, emotionally present, in every moment. And let's not forget humor. Humor is a universal language, one that breaks barriers and builds bridges. A good sense of humor signifies a sharp mind, a relaxed attitude, and a zest for life. It shows that you don't take yourself too seriously, and that you know how to have fun. And who wouldn't want to be around someone like that? Now, this doesn't mean that physical attraction and financial stability don't matter at all. They do, but they're not the core of what women find attractive. They're more like the icing on the cake. The cake itself, however, is made up of respect, empathy, and humor. So, the next time you catch yourself worrying about your looks or your bank balance, remember this: it's not all about looks or wealth, it's about who you are as a person. So, how can you build that all-important confidence? Let's dive into it. Confidence, my friends, is not a switch you can flip on and off. It's a gradual process, like building a sandcastle grain by grain. So, let's start off with some practical steps that can help you build this castle of self-belief. First up is taking care of your physical health. Now, this doesn't mean you need to morph into a bodybuilder or a marathon runner. It's about feeling good in your own skin. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep can work wonders for your self-esteem. A healthy body leads to a healthy mind, and a healthy mind is a confident one. Next, pursue your personal interests. Whether it's painting, cooking, coding, or even birdwatching, find something you're passionate about and indulge in it. This not only gives you a sense of accomplishment but also makes you a more interesting person. Remember, confidence isn't just about how you see yourself, it's also about how others perceive you. Now, let's talk about the power of positive self-talk. We often tend to be our own harshest critics, don't we? It's easy to fall into the trap of self-doubt and negative self-perception. But here's the thing, you have the power to change that narrative. Start acknowledging your achievements, no matter how small. Compliment yourself. Be your own cheerleader. This will help you foster a positive mindset and, over time, boost your confidence. Lastly, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. It's easy to stick to what's familiar, but growth happens when we challenge ourselves. Take on new experiences, meet different people, learn something new. Each experience, each interaction, each learning opportunity is a brick in your castle of confidence. Remember, building confidence is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's about making small, consistent efforts every day. It's about falling, dusting off the sand, and getting back to building your castle. Building confidence is a journey, not a destination. And every step you take on this journey, every grain of sand you add to your castle, is a step towards a more confident you. So, keep building, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself. Now that you're building your confidence, how do you approach a woman you're interested in? It's a question that's been asked for centuries, and while there's no one-size-fits-all answer, there are some strategies that can help. Firstly, it's crucial to understand that approaching a woman is not about launching a full-scale charm offensive. It's about initiating a conversation, and that starts with respectful communication. This might seem like a no-brainer, but it's astounding how often this basic principle is overlooked. So, before you make your move, take a moment to compose yourself and ensure your intentions are respectful. Remember, you're not trying to impress her with a rehearsed monologue. Instead, you're looking to start a dialogue. This brings us to the second strategy, active listening. It's not enough to simply wait for your turn to speak. You need to genuinely listen to what she's saying. Ask follow-up questions, show interest in her thoughts and opinions, and respond thoughtfully. This will not only demonstrate respect but also show that you're genuinely interested in her as a person. Speaking of genuine interest, this is the third and perhaps most important strategy. Women, like all people, want to be valued for more than just their physical appearance. Show interest in her hobbies, her passions, her dreams. If you're only interested in her for her looks, she'll likely pick up on that, and it's not a good look. But what if you're shy? What if you're worried about stumbling over your words, or saying the wrong thing? Here's a little secret, it's okay. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to not have all the answers. In fact, a little vulnerability can be quite endearing. So, don't worry about being perfect. Just be yourself. Approaching a woman is not about winning or losing, it's about expressing interest and respect. Remember, every interaction is an opportunity for personal growth. So, even if she's not interested, you've still gained valuable experience. So, take a deep breath, put on your best smile, and go for it. You've got this. What do you say after that initial, hello? Ah, the age-old question that has left many a man tongue-tied and flustered. It's the art of conversation, a dance of words, and it's time we mastered it. The first step is to ask open-ended questions. These are not your run-of-the-mill, yes or no questions, but queries that invite her to share, to express, to narrate. Think along the lines of, what was the most memorable part of your day? Or, tell me about the best vacation you've ever had. These questions open doors to her world, allowing you a glimpse into her experiences, her passions, her dreams. But it's not just about asking the right questions. It's about actively listening to her answers, about showing genuine interest in her responses. This isn't the time to plan your next witty retort or impressive anecdote. It's the time to be present, attentive, and engaged. Respond to her comments, build on her stories, express curiosity about her experiences. Show her that you are not just interested in talking, but in hearing her speak. And then, there's the sharing part. The conversation isn't a one-way street. It's a two-way exchange. Share about yourself, your experiences, your passions. But remember, this isn't a monologue. It's a dialogue. Moderation is key. Share just enough to intrigue her, to make her want to know more, but not so much that you overwhelm her or shift the focus entirely onto yourself. And finally, keep the conversation light and enjoyable. Humor is the spice of conversation. A well-placed joke or a funny anecdote can break the ice, ease tension, and create a bond. But remember, humor should be used wisely and respectfully. It's about making her smile, not making her uncomfortable. Remember, a good conversation is like a dance, it requires give and take. So take a step forward, extend your hand, and let the dance of words begin. Rejection. It's a word that can make the best of us quake in our boots. It's that dreaded feeling of not being enough, not being wanted, or simply not being the right fit. But guess what? It's also a part of life, and it's as inevitable as the changing of seasons. Picture this, you're a novelist, and you've just penned your first manuscript. You send it out to 50 publishers, and each one sends back a polite, "No, thank you." Does that mean you're a terrible writer? Not at all. It simply means that those 50 publishers didn't see a fit. That's all rejection really is, a mismatch of expectations and outcomes. In the world of dating, rejection is no different. It's not a personal attack on your character or worth. It's not a sign that you're unlovable or undesirable. It's simply a sign that you and the person you approached weren't a good fit at that moment, and that's okay. So, how do you handle rejection gracefully? First and foremost, don't take it personally. This is easier said than done, but it's crucial. Remember, just because someone didn't see your worth doesn't mean you're worthless. Secondly, maintain your dignity. Reacting negatively or lashing out is not going to change the situation. Instead, it's likely to leave a bad impression. And finally, see rejection as an opportunity for growth. Use it as a stepping stone to improve and refine your approach. Did you come on too strong? Were you not attentive enough? Or was it simply a case of bad timing? Analyze the situation, learn from it, and use it to better yourself for the next time. Remember, each rejection brings you one step closer to a successful match. It's all about perspective. The glass isn't half empty, it's half full. You're not failing, you're learning. And with each lesson learned, you're becoming a better, more confident version of yourself. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth, but an opportunity for growth. Embrace it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Because in the grand scheme of things, rejection is simply a stepping stone on your path to success. So you faced rejection, what's next? Persistence, my dear friends, is the answer. Time and time again, we hear stories about those who persist, those who don't take no for an answer, those who get back up after falling down. And you know what? Many of these stories end in triumph. The journey to attracting women isn't a straight path. It's not a one-time event either. It's a process. It's an ongoing effort. It's a journey of self-improvement and self-discovery. It's about developing your social skills, your confidence, your emotional intelligence, and your understanding of women's preferences. It's about learning from your mistakes, and then using those lessons to improve. Yes, rejection is tough. It can bruise your ego. It can make you question your worth. But remember, rejection is not a reflection of your self-worth. It's just a part of the process. It's a sign that you're trying, that you're putting yourself out there, that you're taking risks. And that's commendable. So, what do you do after facing rejection? You get back up. You dust yourself off. You learn from the experience. You improve. And then, you try again. Persistence pays off. The more you try, the more you learn. The more you learn, the better you become. And the better you become, the more likely you are to succeed. So, keep trying. Keep improving. Keep learning. Keep approaching women. Don't let rejection deter you. Use it as a stepping stone. Use it to fuel your determination. Use it to become a better version of yourself. Attracting women is a journey, not a destination. And on this journey, persistence is your greatest ally. It's the force that propels you forward, that keeps you going, that ensures you never give up. Remember, the key to success in any area of life, including dating, is persistence. So, keep persisting. Keep trying. And one day, you'll look back and realize that it was all worth it. We've covered a lot today, let's quickly recap. We kicked off by unraveling the confidence conundrum, emphasizing that self-assurance is the cornerstone of attraction. We then delved into understanding women's preferences, reminding you that everyone has a unique taste and that it's all about making genuine connections. Next, we moved on to building confidence, underscoring the need for self-love and personal growth. We then navigated the terrain of approaching women, urging you to be respectful, direct, and authentic. In the art of conversation, we explored the importance of active listening and engaging dialogue. We also tackled handling rejection, stressing that it's not personal failure but a chance for self-improvement. Finally, in Persistence Pays Off, we highlighted that patience and perseverance are key to success in the dating world. Attracting women is not about tricks or manipulations, but about becoming confident, respectful individuals. You've got this.